Okay, like, I'm, like, a little bit shy. Like, it's been a while for me. Like, my friend Emily, she, like, set me up with this guy who had a girlfriend, and then, like, you slid into my DMs. Like, I'm always talking to you every night. Like, BTK 101, there he is. Like, there's a face to the name. Well, you're, like, really hot. Like, why did you pick me, like, out of all these girls on Instagram? What does, like, BTK even mean? Welcome back to UnKind TV, everyone. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
And today we're recapping Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 14, Episode 12, Fashion Fox Pass.
Faux pas. It's fashion faux pas. You said Fox Pass.
Okay, so we open with a quick shot of Kelly and Bronwyn playing with bikes. Then we see Shane being a good dad. He's teaching his kids how to cook or, cooking with them. And then Emily's FaceTiming and he makes some typical snarky comment. And then we cut to Tamara and Eddie and Tamara's showing him her outfits.
Surprised Eddie didn't say something like, "Yes, queen."
Apparently Kelly, I don't know what this is. It's like Kelly has a bike that's sort of motorized. It's like a moped bike hybrid.
I've been seeing them often.
I don't like it. I think it's dangerous. And then Bronwyn's on one that can hook up to Kelly's. And they're, just pedaling through traffic, getting honked at. I don't think you can hear anything they say because it's all bleeped.
Well, you can hear a laugh.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think my seventh circle of hell is being on a motorized bicycle with Bronwyn cackling behind me.
And Tamara's son in front of you.
Kelly wants to get a present for her boyfriend, Dr. Reagan.
Didn't she also mention a present for his son as well? Or she already bought one for his son?
No, I think what she said was that Dr. Brian's part of the family, which...
Oh!
Not anymore, he's not.
No, she's moved on to...
the Fox News guy.
The Fox News guy.
I like him better than Dr. Reagan. The bikes are expensive, but Kelly's happy to buy one for him, so,
Actually, you know what? My uncle just bought one of those bikes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I don't think he uses it. I mean, it's cheaper than a car. Everybody has a car. If you're living in the city and you don't have a car, why not invest? I would never ride a bike.
No, it's too dangerous.
Can you imagine us?
I would drive it like a maniac. I wouldn't trust you.
There'd be a lot of honking. No, we would die. We both die.
Remember what happened the other day? The other day, I crossed the street like a New Yorker. I don't really care about traffic. But a car's coming and he's, and I just hold up my bags for him, like, stop. Like, let me cross the street here. I'm walking here. This one. Now, when I've been with someone that's crossing the street and I feel like they could get hit, I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I push them back. Swampy here.
I run.
The next thing I know, I'm like, stop. And I hear, no, 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 no.
I get very nervous around cars.
My family loves that story. It is very funny. The way you bolted. Lightning speed.
And we always joke about how if something happened,
oh, yeah, like he walks me to my car at night and I'm like, what's the point?
I know, there is. I think I had your umbrella the other day.
I'd protect you.
I had your umbrella. I was like, well, I could use this for a weapon, I guess.
I'd be like, hey, get out of here. What are you doing? You'd be like...
Thank you, Martha. I would apologize. I'm sorry. Like, we ordered pizza today and they brought the wrong one. Or I messed up the order. I think they brought the wrong one. What? What's that look?
What? I think you messed up the order.
They messed up the order. Oh, it's going to be a long night. What really upsets me in this box is it says, admit 1 to your mouth.
Or all 8. Why don't you show them so that they can guess what your nickname for them is? Take one out.
Oh, we gotta use the dipping sauce. Oh, it's cold now, Martha.
What does that look like to all of you? It looks to me like you could have been on that train party last week.
I admitted one to my mouth.
When did you become so patriotic.
Well, America's always been in style. Oh, say, can you see that wall's going up? How proud I am to be a white man in Orange County. Come on, sing some. Sing.
Ryan, I am sorry that you feel so slighted.
You're
but you
wrong.
can't think that Trump is the father you never had. Time to get your tattoos taken off your body. So, Tamara and Ryan are at a tattoo removal place.
Here, Martha, wear. Come on. Martha, if I have to wear one, you have to wear one.
Tamara says that she's very worried about her son, that he's like in the Trump cult. And she doesn't even really like Trump as a person.
Yeah, as a person,
I love
which
how
means
she says,
she voted for him.
I'm sure they all did.
Oh, well, we have some bad news to report. But anyhow, keep going.
I mean, we were looking up who voted for Trump. And I was trying to find out if Tamara voted for him. And then what popped up was that Emily voted for him and said her whole family voted for him.
But they're socially liberal.
Like I was going to say about Ryan, he really feels angry. He says he wasn't given the building blocks to life. And I don't know what it is. I look at him and I feel sorry for him.
I identify with, I wasn't given the building blocks to life.
Neither was I, but I just I see pain in him. I really do. I know he's a tool, but I don't know, behind all that, to me, it's so transparent. He looks like the kid that shows up to school and is just I'm not doing anything. And I just want to take the kid and be like,
instead.
Come on, what's the matter? He really wants someone to tell him, everything's going to be okay. He's really messed up. And yeah, I feel like he loves Trump because Trump, Kanye West said this, is the dad he never had.
Oh my God.
I think that's true of a lot of people. I really do.
That's who you'd want as a dad?
He obviously resonated with a huge chunk of this country.
Okay, that's fine. You can resonate, but as a dad?
I think that's true for many, many people, yeah. To some people, he's the all-American success story. He plays the role of the good father. He loves his kids. He's a businessman. He's a billionaire. He's like Daddy Warbucks, which is a joke, but I think that's how a lot of people see him. And Ryan is angry. He feels like other people have opportunities he doesn't get. He's angry with the world.
And he wears an American flag shirt.
It's all about somebody look at me. He's daring someone to fight with him. I don't know. This whole thing with Ryan depressed me. What's it Tamara saying? She doesn't like Trump's bedside manner.
I love that.
I didn't know he was a doctor. She said, I don't like the things he says about women. Meanwhile, you have led this entire season down this train thing. You turned everything into a joke about a woman getting gangbanged. Consensually or unconsensually. Non-consensually. But she's so offended by the things Trump says about women. I mean, I hate Trump and I think he's disgusting. But really, Tamara?
She voted for him. It's all This
is all a show, I know. She just wants to have conflict with her son. One more reason to have conflict with her son.
She also doesn't want to admit that she voted for Trump because, she might offend somebody. I am upset about Emily.
I could see Emily rationalizing it. I don't agree with everything he says, but he's putting this country first.
That was a good impression.
Well, we finally have an answer as to what's going on with Gina's talking heads. She has this whole different look. In this scene, we see her getting what's probably a free dye job. And while she's getting her hair done, she's talking about...
Oh!
A new man in her life.
Dr. Hottie?
Yeah, this guy slid into my DMs, his Dr. Hottie, he just makes me laugh. He's a brain surgeon, so, I kept thinking this is, a Ted Bundy type.
Oh, absolutely.
And then she said he was a brain surgeon. I'm like, well, there you go.
Yep. He, and all he had to do is say, I'm a brain surgeon. And she goes, oh, and she tells everyone, nothing wrong.
Like, I really have my suspicions about this gentleman.
I don't like the sliding into my DM thing.
Why is Gina talking to strangers on Instagram? Because she's like looking for Mr. Goodbar.
Yeah.
She's off the deep end. Gina, no.
But I
don't talk to strangers.
And don't say sliding into my DM.
And the hair's horrible.
Uh-oh.
It's bad.
But she likes it.
This is like new me, like without Matt.
It's long, too.
Well, that's a weave. She's got fake hair. Bad. Really cheap hair extensions.
Have you ever had fake hair?
No. Oh my God. I have enough hair to begin with. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
My hair's a mess as is. I can't keep up with a weave. The way these women overdo it with the glam, they all have really bad spray tans. You can see.
You've pointed out several times in this episode
in Shannon's
alone.
talking head, her face is orange, and then she's like, yeah, so this. And then you see her hands are white, but her face is a dark sienna.
And then you mention Bronwyn's feet.
Oh, well, that's coming up. But yeah, I mean, we watch a few scenes and then we pause. But yeah, Bronwyn's getting ready, and her feet have like a big white spot on them. I've done fake tans. I sometimes will do it in the summer because I'm so like, I'm Casper color.
I don't know what's wrong with that, though.
It's that in the summer, that bright sun just makes you look really horrible and unhealthy. Like, I don't get any, I don't tan.
Oh, it makes you look unhealthy being pale?
Yeah, and I don't get any actual color on my skin because I'm, like, worried about the sun damage.
Well, I've always gone out of my way to look as pale as possible.
Well, I always put on a lot of sunscreen, so I end up not getting any color. If I do, I get dark, but I don't. So sometimes I'll put on some tanning, but you have to go, it's such a process.
I know.
You have to exfoliate everything and like keep up with it. I think they don't keep up with it, and then they go into, but if I were one of the housewives and I knew I had to go do my confessional day.
That would be like your full-time job.
Would be maintaining my appearance.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially if I knew it was confessional day. I'm going to go film all day. I would go get a fresh spray tan. I don't understand why they do that. It's really funny how...
I just don't think they think about it.
Bronwyn has a family toast. She wants everyone to celebrate that Rowan is accomplishing great things. She's so proud of her. And then we see really quickly Dr. Deb drinking something. She just looks so evil.
Rainbow nightmare. She is. And she has like, what does she have under here? Like chains? Did you see on her like cheekbones? She has like these chains. I don't know what it or makeup. I don't know. She's vile. Dr. Nightmare. I cringe whenever I see that awful woman.
Shannon fancies herself Kris Jenner. She's coaching Adeline about her walking. And I feel like Shannon means well. I think she really loves her daughters and she's trying to get the best performance she can out of them. But it's a little too far. It's a bit much. I think she's...
The daughter looks like she's going to snap.
She doesn't know when to stop.
I think the daughter will do a fine job. I think the daughter's just nervous and anxious around her mom.
I'm wondering, does Shannon think, oh, well, you know, Yolanda's kids became supermodels and now Lisa Rinna's daughters are modeling. Now she can join in on this with her teenage daughters, but I don't think they will.
They don't want to.
I just don't think they have it. You know why? Yolanda and Rinna raised their girls in that world.
In that world, exactly.
Adeline is just like, seems much more normal and just is like having a little fun.
Yeah.
And I think Shannon's trying to push them in that direction. Probably, again, meaning well. Wants them to like get a career out of her making a fool of herself on TV.
Yeah.
But...
it's not going well for them.
I mean, Shannon was demonstrating how to do the runway walk and she wasn't very good at it either.
No, she wasn't.
She's like, come on, pop your hips forward.
I think she's maybe just like trying to get her out of her shell. Martha and I the other day, I mean, if you're watching our Scary Island recaps, you will see us. We worked the runway.
We sure
as
did.
They say.
We were recreating Alex McCord and Ramona Singer being photographed by one Kelly Killer and Ben Simone. We're back with Bronwyn and Sean, and she's saying how she's like Big Bird, but a high-end Big Bird. And she's got a bad splotchy tan all over it, just patches of orange.
I I don't know why. It just amused me. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. Sean is talking with Bronwyn about their daughter, and I noticed something. In the background, they're playing what sounds like the instrumentals to like a 90s grunge song. Like Alanis vocals are going to come on at any time.
Yeah.
And she's talking about how proud she is of Rowan, overcoming. She's like, I had no bad how bad her anxiety and depression was this time last year. I had no idea. And then Sean is like, yeah, to see her overcome that. And I could just hear, Rowan.
OCD.
Rewatch the scene and the part where she's talking to Sean, getting ready, and they play this music. I'm telling you, it sounds like a 90s song, like an Alanis song.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you pointed out the music, my first thought was Alanis.
Yeah. Rowan is too afraid to move. Now she's designing her own clothes.
The youngest designer at the OC.
And Adeline is walking in the show. It's turning into what is it, ironic?
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic?
I remember that. Oh, God, I remember that.
It's like Dr. Deb is your mother.
Well, this has been like a very musical episode.
Yeah,
Recap.
we're in rare form. And you noticed something about Sean. I mean, he made a few comments to Bronwyn. He was really admiring her get up.
All you're missing now is a martini.
Why, thank you, Mr. Macho Man, who's definitely straight.
Anything to please my woman. And then later on,
Bronwyn points out that she and Rowan are wearing opposite colors. It's like, we're like the angel and devil. Oh
first
my
of all,
God.
side note, she called her daughter, she basically...
Yeah, you're the devil. I thought I was the only one.
But the husband what's his name, Sean? Mm-hmm. He had some good feedback for them.
Yeah, what was it he said?
You two are the perfect combo. Could you give me something to drink?
Yeah. Here, is this good? Apple juice. It's good for you. We're arriving on the boat. Bronwyn is the first to get there with Rowan and Sean. They're happy. They're having a ball. They are followed by Shannon and Adeline. And Shannon is...
Mama Rose.
Bad. This is our runway. Come on, catwalk. Practice, Adeline. Adeline, practice. Practice. Adeline, come on. Do it. Mom, stop.
Oh, I just want
Stop, Mom. And they get to the bottom of it's a ramp leading to the boat. And she's like, that was our chance, Adeline. That was our runway. Adeline, that was our chance.
Poor Adeline.
Bronwyn is going through the clothes with Rowan, and Sean is really excited.
Have you seen the wrap tops? Put it on. You haven't seen it until you see someone wearing it.
Shannon is bothering Adeline again. She's making her practice over and over. And Sophie's there, which is, Shannon's other daughter, and she's so proud of her. She's like, she's doing amazing. And she's like, no, honey, do it again. You need more pop. Come on, like this. And she's like, Mom, stop it.
It's obnoxious.
It is. It's a little bit much. I mean, when I was little, I really wanted to be a singer. That didn't work out well. But my mom encouraged me a lot. And she knew, I would sing very comfortably at home.
Yeah.
And she knew that I would get shy on stage. And she was like, come on, belt it, belt it, belt it. And I,
Would you belt or would you just close up? Close down?
The way I remember it is I tried.
You liked Selena, didn't you?
I loved Selena. And I sang Selena songs.
That's what I thought. Will
How
you
did
sing
you know that?
Martha, I do remember some things.
I sang Bette Midler mostly.
Of course you did.
I have to find, there's a home video of me singing to my mom at the talent show, Wind Beneath My Wings.
Aww.
I still remember people in the audience. I was really connecting with them.
You would make eye contact with them?
Yeah, I was all into it, singing to people.
Were people dabbing their eyes?
I remember some woman, an old lady in the front row, swaying along. People saying, I'll see you on Star Search.
Yeah, they're probably dead now.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And that's how they created a monster. That's why we're on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unloved children.
Oh, speaking of unloved, your response was good, that woman.
This was so funny.
It was funny.
On the first part of Scary Island recap, Someone commented, "Stop it. This is so mean. What's wrong with you? I love Luann."
Who?
What's your claim to fame?
First of all, no, let's break this down. Let's unpack it. Who loves Luann? I mean, there can be people.
That's why
I like her. You can say, "Oh, I like her."
This is very suspicious to me. I don't know anyone who likes, let alone loves Luann. They mock Luann. I mean, we love Luann in all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
People who go to the cabaret don't go for the right reasons. Like,
they don't go for her voice.
Someone pointed out on Twitter that in the poster for Luann's show, she has, you know how they like give excerpts of the reviews?
Oh, yeah.
And they put inspiring New York Times.
What?
You know what they took the context was?
For the New York Times?
Yeah.
What?
Miss de Lesseps had one sold-out show, inspiring her to put on several more. And all they took out was inspiring. And I love that. That is...
I mean, that is what producers
inspiring. Do. But this person says they love Luann.
And they also said that we were rude.
How rude. I could just hear it in someone's voice. How rude. I love Luann. What's your claim to fame? Nobody knows who you are.
And that's the other thing you pointed out. Only, like...
The only other person who said something like that to me was an actual celebrity that I used to be close to. And she was having an episode and she turned on me and sent me like this crazy missive where she called me every name in the book. But the thing she kept coming back to was, "You're a nobody. You're nothing. You're a nobody."
Because that's all they have to cling to.
I don't know. I don't know too many average Joes on YouTube who say, like, we've had people say that we're mean or problematic or boring or...
Which, I mean, we are all those things.
Yeah, pathetic, wannabes, but, you know, the one that's like... Although the one lady did say, I wish I was some movie star.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean...
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. What's your claim to fame? If we had a claim to fame, we wouldn't be on YouTube begging you to subscribe, now would we?
Begging you to love us.
That's all we really want. Just your love. But yeah, that's what I responded. What's your claim to fame? Being unloved children. But that's the truth.
It's 100%
That's true of everyone in the arts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody happy becomes an actor.
Nobody.
Nope, not a one.
I don't buy anyone who talks about how great their childhood was.
Like Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Dr. Hottie. He's the brain surgeon. Gina's the type that would marry a serial killer in prison.
He's getting out soon.
Yeah, he's gonna get out soon. Like,
my kids love him.
Yeah, he's part of my family. Like, a lot of this is overblown. Like, Gina, he killed a lot of young women.
Yeah, they deserved it.
No, but, like, I haven't seen evidence
Yeah,
yet.
exactly. I haven't seen...
Like, he was making the police look really bad because they weren't catching this guy, and, like, they pinned it all on him.
She go into, like, this crazy conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, I'm a germaphobe, and Emily made me come to the bathroom on purpose. Like, I understand
That's
Ted.
what it's like. Well, she is, like, someone who would be within the Manson tribe.
I was about to say that.
Right?
I was about to say that. Manson would have gotten to her so easily.
I love Charlie.
Like, Charlie, like, really sees things, like, differently.
Yeah.
Like, he knows, like...
My soul.
He sees inside me. Like, he knows, like, what's broken inside me. I'm not supposed to tell anybody
that
this,
he's gonna
but,
propose.
like... No, like, he's connected to God. Like... You don't need your friends in Orange County.
Oh. You're right. I don't need Emily.
Yeah, why do I need, like... Okay, Charlie, like... So I have this friend, Emily, and she's, like, so jealous of me. My husband, Shane, like, set me up with his cousin who had a girlfriend. Well, you need them before you got me, baby.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but she'd be like, she'd be hesitant.
What about my kids?
Yeah, you have a husband.
Need them. Leave them with Matt. Leave them.
She would be hesitant.
They're not enlightened.
She would be hesitant to part ways with Shannon, though. I think that would be the one.
But even Shannon couldn't keep her from this.
Oh,
Shannon would be like, Gina, no, you're not going with that man with that thing on his forehead. No, no, no. No, no, no. No bueno. Gina, no. Ándale. No, no, no. Carlos. Out of mi casa. Gina, no. You come back inside, Gina. Come
I'll
back
feed
to us.
you. I'll
Come
feed
on,
you.
come on, baby doll. No, like Shannon, like we
felt
had
gone.
no, like we had a good run. Like you saved my life, and I always love you. But bye. My name's not Gina anymore.
What's her name now? Do we think?
Yeah, little star.
Little.
You know what, Shannon? Like right now, like I got a new person in my life. I gotta focus. Like her name's Sharon Tate.
She's like a mother to me.
Like I'm going to her house soon. Help the skelter.
She invited me to dinner.
Who the fuck is Megan?
That's what she's been saying all day.
I've been obsessively saying this. Like when people give me an attitude on the street, but for just random things. Like I was paying the meter the other day. I was going to see my therapist. And someone was like, I don't know, giving me an attitude because the machine was stuck. And it was taking a while to print out my little meter thing. And someone's like, and I just went, who the fuck is Megan? Remember that woman over the summer?
Yeah,
Who told us off for no reason? This woman just started screaming at me. I was talking to him online and she's like, you better not be talking to me. And I really wish we could go back in time and I could be like, who the fuck is Megan?
I think I would scare her too. I'm like, okay.
I don't know, Megan. Megan. Okay, Megan. This is a little chaotic. Now we're with Bronwyn, Tamara, and Eddie. And Eddie wants to know if Tamara and Bronwyn made out. Bravo decides to traumatize us again. We know that they made out. Thank you very much, Bravo.
I love how Eddie has to say, describe making out.
With tongue.
And she
Goes, a little bit.
A little bit. A lot of it. And then Eddie has to say, ooh, I'd like to see that.
Did he say that?
He said, I'd like to see that. Overcompensating much.
Well, how come Bronwyn didn't let him know? Oh, really? There was tongue? What about I straddled your wife in a booth and humped her and kissed her boobs and she wasn't really responsive and I just kept getting more and more aggressive? Because Tamara really wasn't... I mean, Tamara was really drunk at that point. She's just like, eh. And Bronwyn's like, I really like you. I find you so hot.
I don't know. Was Tamara Me Too? Is that where we're getting?
Wow, like, all right, I'm at this fashion show and, like, nobody told me I stayed in the toaster too long. So, like, yeah.
But just her face.
Yeah, okay, like, I fell asleep in the toaster. I was making Eggos for Luca.
That's all, but her body is...
She literally looks... I mean, that's the type of thing Gina would do. Like, Gina's such a hot mess that she probably, like, she's like, I got my hair done, but she's up all night talking to Dr. Hardy, and she's making Luca breakfast, and she went to check on the waffles and the toast oven, and she just fell asleep, and then she shows up at the party, like, with the burnt face.
But I still look hot.
I don't know what she did, but her face is a different color than the rest of her. Her hair looks bad.
It's awful, and you can see the weave very clearly in this.
This is just not good.
Kelly's talking head discusses Gina's new hair and because of her low self-esteem.
Kelly's got it down because Kelly's like, you don't change your look when you're going through a divorce. You don't, because your self-esteem is really low and you think you look good and you really don't.
She's on the money with that one.
Gina, oof.
Kelly also showed up with a case of her Smart Water, which...
You mean her positive beverage?
Positive beverage. Oh, God, Smart Water. Yeah, no.
Wrong product, George.
Wrong product. Positive beverage.
I'm actually drinking it right now.
Love it.
Voluntarily.
We love it.
It's delicious.
We like it more than Skinny Girl. Sorry.
Yeah, we said that. I put that on the Instagram thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Blanket now. You can hear him slurping up water.
There's something I was going to say. Oh, I love how all the ladies are like, oh, so this is like new look, new you. And I feel like they're all trying to tell her it doesn't look good. And she's like, yeah, like new me. You got it. Like, bingo. That's me. I'm new. Now Gina and Emily are sitting together. Well, it's nice to have one episode where Gina's not being emotionally abusive to Emily. And she's talking all about how, like, Matt's, like, really wants me back. Like, yeah. And Emily's like, I feel like he's playing with your head. this isn't good, Gina.
Yeah.
And then Gina's talking about how he has a girlfriend, and she's like, yeah, you probably learned, like, that goes to shit like everything else, Matt. But I think she's so happy that this is going on. She's thrilled.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you see how she showed up beaming?
Yeah.
But while Emily and Gina are talking, Dr. Deb is having like a crosstalk deal where she's like this, like leaning over. What is wrong with this woman?
I was thinking if I stepped onto a boat and saw her, I'd leave. I'm afraid of clowns. I run from clowns, and she is a clown.
Send in the clown.
Isn't it rich?
I don't know what just happened. They get to the end of, it's like a break. They watch somebody walk down the runway, and then Dr. Deb needs to use the bathroom. She asks the co-host, where's the bathroom, on the 3rd floor. The next thing you know, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And some security guard, I think it's a guard. Maybe it's not. I shouldn't assume that.
It has to be. Why would anybody else?
It could be someone else who's just working there who didn't want her going into that particular bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't make assumptions, but it's just somebody, she says, grabbed her by the arm. And he's like, well, all you need to do is tell me we're going to the bathroom. And she's like, well, you need to respect your elders. And then in her talking head, she's like, he grabs my arm. And I was like, don't touch me. Why did she say that like that?
I don't know, like Reagan?
Yeah. Don't touch me.
She's crazy.
Yeah, but I think this is odd.
The whole thing is odd.
She overreacted a little, but I don't think... I actually thought she was going to do something much worse from the previews.
I know.
She didn't really do anything.
It feels like this kind of chaos just sort of follows her, though.
Of course. All right, well, let's see what happens after the commercial. Wow, this was the worst PTA meeting ever.
It was like Big Little Lies.
This was... All right, so here's what happened. So after that little kerfuffle with Dr. Deb, she runs over to the host of the fashion show, a woman named Kathy, who makes Dr. Deb look normal.
Oh my, I was not expecting that. I thought it was just going to be a Dr. Deb explosion.
I can't believe it, but actually, yeah. So Dr. Deb and her talking heads like, you think I'm crazy just because I look like this? Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. She goes up to this woman and she's like, excuse me, I'm Dr. Deb. I'm Bronwyn's mom. And your security guard just like manhandled me. And this woman goes, I don't know who you are, sweetheart.
That would piss me off.
And then in the talking, Deb is like, oh, what she wanted to tell me was, I don't know who you are, bitch. True. It goes back and forth a bit. Then Deb runs and tells Bronwyn what happened. Bronwyn is very upset. And Bronwyn goes up to this woman and she's like, you need to apologize. Okay, that's my mom. You need to. She's like, are you going to have a conversation with her because you have a miscommunication about what happened? Or am I going to? And she's like, you don't want to do this. Our kids go to the same school. You don't want to do this. Now it's escalating. Kelly runs over.
First of all, Kelly's commentary throughout this whole scene is
gold. So Bronwyn's like, okay, you know what? This is about Adeline and Rowan. And Kelly's trying to calm this woman down, and everyone's like, stop talking so loudly. And she holds the mic up. She's like, am I loud enough? Can everyone hear me? Sometimes people do things, untrue things. Kelly starts calling this woman a psycho. She's like, you're psycho. And she's like, defamation of character. She's like, it's not defamation. You're exhibiting it right now. And apparently at some point, this microphone tapped Kelly in the jaw. I didn't see it, but she claims that it was hard. But we did see the lady like aggressively going, defamation. She's trying to get the mic to pick up Bronwyn and Kelly so she can embarrass them.
She's doing a fine job of embarrassing herself.
This woman is crazy.
Her eyes are... And at one point she started crying.
She's
which
crying.
Made it even creepier.
She keeps like walking around and she's calling because she's like, dumbass. I was like, you're a dumbass, bitch.
Anti-bullying. #
Whoa. So then this woman... We're going to recreate it for you, but in a nutshell. This next campaign is by a 16-year-old. Let's have a round of applause for a 16-year-old with an anti-bullying campaign. And if you want to participate in this campaign and you see verbal abuse, you just say #NoBullying. Have you ever been verbally abused? Have you ever been abused? Attacked? #NoBullying. #NoBullying. No bullying.
Be professional.
Oh, I am professional, sweetheart.
Get that out of
I don't know
my
who you
face.
are, sweetheart.
Get that out of my... This is abuse.
Defamation.
Get this out
Defamation.
of my... Don't touch me like
Defamation.
that. Get out of my
Defamation.
face.
I don't know what she's talking about, but she's introducing the next, I guess, designer. And she goes, this is a 16-year-old campaign about bullying. So if you see someone doing a verbal attack, just say hashtag anti-bullying. Hashtag anti-bullying. And Kelly goes, how about hashtag assault? This woman is walking around talking to herself on the microphone.
And if
just babbling. I mean, it's like a Tennessee Williams monologue all of a
it
sudden.
is. And if you see the Housewives all in the front row, Shannon is just sort of sipping
They're
her,
all looking
her
like...
Red Bull.
And Kelly's like...
And then what? Oh, yeah.
Dr. Deb's face. I mean, this is just priceless. But this woman's got like this hair, like it's like up here, and she's just like swarming back and forth. Have you ever been verbally assaulted? Some people say untrue things, and the untrue things they don't want to know.
This is. I'm pretty sure it's
dumbass
she was
bitch.
The president is what her title is.
Yeah, she's probably president of the PTA. You know, Orange County Fashion Show. This was a total. You're right. Big Little Lies thing. Monterey County.
It's like Laura Dern.
That's Bronwyn is Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Renata. She's like in another room telling her husband, I'm going to throw this woman off the fucking boat.
Okay, he's like, okay, calm down, sweetheart.
This woman will not stop. And the real MVP of this fashion show is Crystal, the co-host, who takes the mic and she's like, so are we going to introduce the next designer now? And this woman, Kathy, walks away just like...
Waiting. I'd be scared if I were
watered
Bronwyn.
eyes, you know. I shudder to think what school drop-off is going to be like on Monday. Can you imagine the horns blaring? Beep, beep, dumbass.
Bitch.
Your fashion show said your daughter's designers suck.
I hope Kelly's daughter goes to that same school.
Beep,
too.
beep.
Assault. Hashtag assault.
Yep. But everything calms down, thanks to Crystal. Thank you, Crystal.
And the fashion show begins.
Fashion show begins. You know what? Adeline does great. She really did.
Yeah.
She's so cute. You know what struck me watching this? How young she looks.
Yeah, she's how old?
She's such a baby. She's a baby. Shannon, back off her. She looks like such a little baby face. And her sister's crying.
Oh,
Sophie's
nice.
so proud of her.
Yeah.
And now we paused at Bronwyn getting in the car. I think she's about to have a meltdown, so... Bronwyn's probably a little drunk at this point. She's very proud of her daughter. But then she says, we didn't see this, but she says the security guard tried to get everybody thrown out. And then she goes nuts. She's like, don't fuck with my family. Don't fuck with my friends. Don't fuck with my family. And Sean is like, Bronwyn.
Calm down.
And then, Team Wyndham Burke.
Oh, that was annoying. And I was just looking at her boobs.
Why didn't she bring her chalkboard? I think that woman feels bullied.
And, she does. She does. But you know what? I'd probably feel bullied too if
I guess-
Rainbow Deb
I
got
guess
in
they
my
did
face.
kind of all pile up on her. Like, Kelly wasn't part of that fight. And then she showed up, and Kelly can be aggressive. Maybe I can see how, like...
And you know what?
It's edited to make people look a certain way. I feel like if you're there in the moment, this woman's probably nervous. She's running this whole thing.
Yeah.
She
but
was snotty to Deb, but...
You don't do that, though. You don't get on the
No,
microphone.
you don't do that. You don't. But I think she probably felt, like, overwhelmed. Bronwyn's coming up to her, and Kelly's
Kelly.
coming up to her.
And, I mean, but also, Rainbow Deb really started this whole fucking thing by going up to her, probably got right in her face. I'm Dr. Deb. That's how she introduced herself.
Yeah, I mean, she's
And
aggressive.
then she goes to Braun when she didn't apologize. She attacked me, or what did she say?
Yeah, she could have diffused
And then she puts
the
her hands.
situation.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I love how she sent Bronwyn to do her dirty work.
Yeah, Bronwyn, I've noticed, has 2 half siblings. Big surprise. I wonder if the half siblings share the same father, or they all come from different fathers.
I would think probably here, there, and everywhere. They're probably not even Dr. Deb's kids. She just collected them from different communes.
Yeah, probably.
So this was an interesting scene. Actually, it was not interesting at all.
There are a few things.
Emily and Bronwyn went horseback riding, and they talk about their upbringings, and they share that they both really didn't have fathers. Bronwyn's father was what she calls a functional alcoholic, and Dr. Deb kept him away with all her anger. and Emily didn't really have a dad in her life, and so they both feel like they try to make their kids happy. And Emily says she's so happy that Shane is close with Annabelle because that's not something she had.
I'm pretty sure she also at one point said that Shane was an amazing father.
She did. And she said, is he a good husband? Sometimes. But is he a good father? Yes. And so their needs are more important than mine. While I think that's admirable that she loves her kids and she wanted them to have a good dad, I don't think she realizes that
the kids see everything.
Yeah, like we've been watching where the kids are part of filming and Shane's being really mean to her. And that affects them too. It's not just about how he treats them. And then Emily's like, he's around all the time.
No,
are we forgetting about...
the 2 weeks there where he went to study for the bar that he failed?
Study for the bar. Emily says she realizes she's quick to anger because of not having a dad. And Bronwyn says... for her, it's about abandonment. She always thinks she's going to lose people and that it took her 15 years to let Sean love her. It was sad to see this, but...
I was thinking during this how lucky Rainbow Deb is that her daughter talks to her.
Oh, I know.
And then Rainbow Deb has her other children at the fashion show. Why do these people... Because she's really good. She's got her claws.
She makes me think of that Pink Floyd song. Mama's gonna put all her fears into you.
That's really creepy.
It's always the mother.
I was thinking about, I'm sorry, Mama.
Yo! Oh, yes, definitely.
I never meant to hurt you. I never
Eminem.
meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet.
It's gonna happen to Deb. Deb reminds me of Eminem's mom. Eminem's mom's name is Deb. Alright, like, I definitely don't want to get back together with Matt, but I'm just, like, doing my hair because we're going to therapy together, so, like, I want to look really hot. Gina's getting herself dolled up to go to therapy. I mean, I'm glad she's going to therapy because what she now discloses to Tamara on FaceTime is very disturbing to me. She didn't lock the door to her house. Matt was calling and texting her incessantly that he was in the area.
She blocks his number.
And then he's calling her from blocked phone numbers in nonstop.
And then
she says she's on the phone with Dr. Hardy.
Charlie.
And Matt came into the house and she didn't even know it until she goes into her bedroom and finds him there.
And she's so nonchalant about all of it, too.
Yeah, and she's like happy that he did that.
It's sweet.
She's like, yeah, like, I mean, I gotta follow my heart, and, like, you know, there's a part of me that's, like, happy he cares. This is not...
He doesn't care. You blocked his number, you ignored his calls, and he showed up.
Broke into your house.
And this isn't a house they shared. This is her own house that she moved into.
You know, part of me was making a joke about it while we were watching. I was like, well... I believe Dr. Hardy is a serial killer, and I was, like, convinced, like, he was on the phone with her to distract her as he made his way into her home.
Yeah.
You know, he was probably like, how are you, gorgeous? She's like, oh, my God, Dr. Hardy, what's up? And then he's in the bedroom, and, like, the lights are low, and he's like, it's me, Matt. But it's really not funny because, I mean, her reality is almost as scary as that because we know that after this, he became violent with her. And I think this was a warning. These are red flags. Somebody doesn't respect that you block the phone. Doesn't respect that you don't want to talk to them.
And she
lets himself into your house.
And she refers to it as romantic.
This like romantic novel unfolding. She said that. I don't want to be too mean to her about this because it really did upset me. I'm like, Gina, no.
It's bizarre.
No. Oh, God. Oh my God. I mean, I can see like the domestic violence victim all over her face.
Yeah, and they're filming the reunion today, you saw?
She's so insecure. She's so broken up inside.
All it's about, this whole episode has been about her finding someone, no matter what.
Transforming her hair into...
hell. And it's horrible.
And she thinks it's romantic that this guy basically, not basically, he broke into her house.
She's getting all dressed up for therapy.
And he probably heard her on the phone with another guy.
Yeah, this girl he cheated on her with probably broke up with him.
For a minute. He can't take it and runs to Gina.
So he runs to Gina.
This is really disturbing, actually, the Gina thing with Matt breaking in and her thinking it's romantic. Because it rang a bell for me, and I'm like looking it up. And back in June, this was in People magazine, Gina has alleged that her husband Matthew choked her, hit her, dragged her, threw her, and threatened to kill her, all while their 3 young kids were sleeping in the other room during an early morning fight on Saturday at her house that led to his arrest. In court documents obtained by the Blast related to the restraining order Gina has out against Matt, the Real Housewives of Orange County Star details an alleged argument that began around 2 a.m. when Matt showed up at Gina's Orange County home unannounced.
How romantic.
The two had been out earlier in the evening and had argued, Gina claimed in the documents. Matt had returned to the house while Gina was asleep and pounded on her door and rang the doorbell before breaking into the home to continue the fight. According to Gina, Matthew immediately became enraged, threw me on the couch, and threw some of the furniture around. When she tried to get up, he threw her down and then screamed in her face. He ripped my bra strap off, then took a pillow and hit me on the side of the head with it hard. I begged him to... I'm actually getting emotional.
I know. It's horrible.
I feel bad because I make fun of Gina so much, but that's where it's not comedic to me. That's... Wow.
And the 3 kids were in the house sleeping.
It's hard to watch her be so oblivious.
Well, hopefully she won't be anymore.
See, I'm sure everybody thinks I'm so mean. All I do is make fun of Gina, but I still feel bad. Not heartless. I feel really bad that happened to her. I really do. Oh, the kids. Forget it. That's horrible. What a monster. There's more to it. I can't read it. Wow.
She's probably, what, your age?
She's 35.
Really? Oh, she seems...
she's not that much older than I am, but I hope at this point Gina is with someone who's a lot better than that. And I hope she's getting her act together. And I hope... I make fun of her and I'm hard on her about the way she treats her friendship with Emily, but you and I realized last time that she's acting out the stuff Matt does to her with the people who love her the most. Like, she feels like Emily won't leave her, so she can act out with Emily.
Yeah.
But that's not acceptable. So, you know what? I hope whoever this therapist is, did this therapist not pick up on this shit? If I were the therapist, that would have been such a red flag to me. I'm sorry, did she ask you to come to her house?
Yeah.
That's like...
maybe we'll learn more.
I get professionals miss things all the time. It doesn't matter.
Professionals, I don't know.
I know, it's in the preview for next week that, like, she fooled around with him when he came to that. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether she did or she didn't. The fact that he came when she didn't want him there and he's been toying with her and toying with her and toying with her. He's emotionally abusive, physically abusive. God.
I don't know. If I were... I'd want to be the best therapist that I could possibly be. And if I saw just the way she showed up all dressed up for therapy...
Yeah, what are you doing? I know.
Because, he didn't. He probably,
Gina has a lot of unresolved stuff. Look, do I think Gina is a character? I do. But this is... Nobody ever deserves that at any time. It's unacceptable. And disgusting. And I hope Matt rots. And Gina, you could get a better guy, bro. But it's not about the guy. It's about healing yourself.
No, that's the thing. It's like, maybe she doesn't need to be with anybody right now.
No, she needs to grow up and heal whatever is so broken inside her that makes her think it's okay to be with this person.
Maybe
But they're not together anymore.
Have they gotten a divorce?
I think it's almost finalized,
Hopefully she gets full custody. Probably not.
I don't judge her either. It's like everybody's broken. Everybody has put up with shit that's embarrassing. Everybody I know, everybody, myself included, have put up with horrible behavior from people because we love them and we have poor self-esteem from childhood. So I don't judge her for any of this. I'm just upset for her.
Yeah.
I want to, you know what all my making fun of her is? I want to reach through the TV and tell her to wake up.
I know.
That's all it is. Maybe it's like I see myself in some ways.
Because we liked Gina before this whole stunt with Emily. Earlier on in this season,
I've never hated Gina. No, I just get mad at her because I want her to grow up.
No, but I don't think there was any issue with her when we first started this season. Okay, now I feel bad for Ryan, Martha.
I do too. I felt bad for him at the beginning of the episode.
I didn't.
I know, and I'm seeing on Twitter, everyone's like, look at this fucking tool.
Why are they saying that?
Because he is.
A Trump. Well, he is, because he's a Trump supporter.
The thing is, I see the humanity in him, and all I see is a very broken... Tortured soul. And all of this is a charade. All of his bullshit and...
It's for attention.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cry for help. getting a million tattoos. It's like not being comfortable in your own skin, literally. Trying to change everything. Oh.
And it's, I love how Tamara just jumps to, what was the problem? Simon, right to her ex-husband. Are you going to take any
I know, like
responsibility?
Tamara has nothing to do with it. I know. He's almost looking at her like that's the case. And, he says that he feels like they made all the mistakes on him. He was the crash course, the firstborn. Yes, George and I can relate. We are both firstborn. We both got all the shit. By far the worst. You don't think so? I know for me, I
because
did.
Absolutely.
It's like the first car that you give your teenager. They wreck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're learning to drive when they have the firstborn.
And they wrecked us.
That's why we're here, looking for love from you. I do hope Ryan considers the therapy because, when Tamara says she's worried about something bad happening to him, he does seem like he's got all the risk factors for something scary.
Like my mind goes to several.
I don't even want to say it, but he just seems like the type.
Maybe he'll just get medication and therapy, and that'll be that.
God, talk about red flag laws. On that note, wow, sorry to end on such a dark, depressing place.
We did finish Scary Island.
We did. That's coming. But this, I'm sorry. It went from being so funny with the fashion show to this horrible stuff.
It looks like it's going to be funny next week with Vicky.
Marie Antoinette. The tea party looks good. Tea party from hell. We'll be sure to get some costumes for that.
It seems like there's always drama when there's dress up time in Orange County.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of you who put us over that 1,000 subscriber mark.
I know.
Thank you. Somehow, knock on wood, for now we have some ads. These are all good things that are all because of, I feel like the PBS thing, thanks to viewers like you. But
you're not getting a tote bag.
No. But please comment, subscribe if you're so inclined if you haven't already. And thank you, truly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.